Captain Ibrahim Traoré's ascent to power marked a pivotal moment in Burkina Faso's history. At 34, he became the world's youngest head of state, bringing a fresh perspective to the nation's leadership. His tenure has been characterized by ambitious reforms aimed at fostering self-reliance, economic growth, and cultural pride. Under President Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has witnessed notable economic progress. The country's GDP grew from $18.8 billion to $22.1 billion, reflecting the effectiveness of policies promoting self-reliance and industrialization. Initiatives such as the establishment of tomato and cotton processing plants have reduced dependency on imports and bolstered local industries. President Traoré has emphasized the need for judicial reforms to ensure fairness and accessibility. Proposed changes aim to implement community-based justice initiatives, addressing specific concerns of citizens and promoting a more equitable legal system. Cultural initiatives such as the Recre Trails Theater Festival have provided solace and unity amid adversity. These events have offered displaced individuals a platform to process trauma and foster community resilience. The administration has faced criticism over human rights issues, including the consideration of reinstating the death penalty and the passage of laws perceived as discriminatory against the LGBTQ+ community. These developments have sparked domestic and international concern regarding civil liberties in Burkina Faso. In a significant move, Burkina Faso, along with Mali and Niger, announced plans to withdraw from the Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS) by July 2025. This decision reflects a shift towards asserting national sovereignty but raises concerns about economic and political ramifications. Public sentiment remains mixed, with many citizens expressing hope due to the administration's bold initiatives, while others voice concerns over ongoing security issues and human rights considerations. The future trajectory of Burkina Faso under President Traoré will depend on the government's ability to balance reform, security, and respect for civil liberties. President Ibrahim Traoré's tenure has ushered in a period of significant change for Burkina Faso. While notable progress has been made in economic development, agriculture, and health care, challenges persist in security and human rights. The nation's path forward will require continued commitment to reform, unity, and the well-being of all its citizens. Under Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has pursued a strategy of economic revitalization. Structural reforms aimed at boosting local production, reducing reliance on imports, and attracting foreign investment have begun to reshape the economic landscape. New industrial zones, investments in local agribusiness, and the establishment of processing plants for staples like cotton and tomatoes illustrate a concerted effort to transform the nation's economic destiny. Rapid urbanization has prompted investments in infrastructure, from new road networks to upgraded public services. Urban centers are emerging as hubs for innovation and trade, while rural areas benefit from improved connectivity. These developments are designed to foster a more integrated national economy, though challenges in planning and execution continue to test the government's resolve. No portrait of modern Burkina Faso is complete without addressing the ongoing security challenges. The government's counterterrorism strategies, including enhanced military cooperation and community policing initiatives, reflect an urgent need to restore safety. Incidents of violence and extremist threats continue to underscore the complexity of the security landscape as the nation strives to protect its citizens amid persistent instability. Key to the administration's reform agenda has been a focus on the justice system. Proposed changes include community-based justice initiatives and measures to make the courts more accessible and responsive to citizens' needs. By promoting fairness and accountability, the government seeks to rebuild trust in legal institutions while addressing long-standing grievances. Life under Traoré is a tapestry of diverse experiences. Many citizens express cautious optimism about the new policies and reforms, yet significant segments of the population remain wary of rapid changes. Through interviews, public forums, and cultural expressions, the voice of the people resonates, a call for balance between innovation and tradition, progress and preservation. In recent years, initiatives aimed at empowering women have gained momentum. The government has supported programs that improve women's access to education, health care, and economic opportunities. Community-based organizations are working alongside state agencies to address gender disparities and promote equality, thereby strengthening the social fabric of the nation. The youth of Burkina Faso, buoyed by educational reforms and entrepreneurial opportunities, have become a dynamic force in society. Startups, technology hubs, and creative arts initiatives have emerged as symbols of a future defined by innovation. Young leaders are now at the forefront of a movement that seeks to harness local talent for sustainable development. Cultural life in Burkina Faso has flourished despite or perhaps because of recent challenges. Festivals, art exhibitions, and theater performances have become common, reflecting a renewed pride in national identity. Cultural initiatives such as the Recre Trails Theater Festival provide a platform for creative expression and healing, uniting communities through shared heritage and artistic exploration. The media landscape is evolving rapidly as independent journalism and social media empower citizens to voice their opinions. New media outlets have emerged reporting on government policies, social issues, and cultural events with a mix of optimism and critical insight. This dynamic environment has reshaped public discourse and holds promise for more transparent governance. Traoré's government has reoriented Burkina Faso's foreign policy with a focus on asserting national sovereignty. Recent moves, including the announcement of withdrawing from ECOWAS alongside Mali and Niger, signal a desire to prioritize national interests. These decisions, while aimed at greater autonomy, come with complex implications for regional trade and diplomatic relations. In tandem with asserting sovereignty, Burkina Faso is forging new economic partnerships. Strategic alliances with emerging markets and investments in local industries have created opportunities for growth and diversification. The government's efforts to attract international investors are transforming the business landscape, while also raising questions about balancing global interests with local needs. Recognizing the impact of climate change, Burkina Faso under Traoré has begun to prioritize environmental sustainability. Efforts to combat desertification, promote renewable energy, and conserve natural resources are gradually taking shape. These initiatives aim not only to protect the environment, but also to create green jobs and sustainable development pathways for future generations. The interplay between traditional customs and modern statecraft is a defining feature of contemporary Burkina Faso. Community elders, local leaders, and traditional institutions continue to play a vital role in shaping societal norms. The government's challenge is to integrate these time-honored practices within the framework of modern governance, ensuring that progress does not come at the expense of cultural identity. Burkina Faso's global diaspora remains deeply connected to developments at home. Remittances, transnational networks, and cultural exchanges enrich both local communities and those abroad. As the government implements reforms, the diaspora's experiences and insights offer a valuable perspective on the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for the nation. Despite significant progress, Burkina Faso continues to face multifaceted challenges. Persistent security threats, economic disparities, and human rights concerns serve as reminders of the road yet to travel. However, the administration's commitment to reform, community empowerment, and inclusive development provides a beacon of hope. The coming years will be crucial in determining whether these bold initiatives can overcome deep-seated issues. In conclusion, life in Burkina Faso under President Ibrahim Traoré is marked by both transformative change and enduring complexity. As the nation navigates the intricacies of reform, security, and cultural renaissance, the voices of its people, resilient, hopeful, and determined, continue to define its future. This extended narrative is not just a chronicle of policies and progress, but a living story of a society in pursuit of stability, justice, and a brighter tomorrow.